What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to episode number 31 of Debate and Destroy with yours truly, Blackout Bill, joined with my co-host as always, the Fiend from motherfucking Carrizo Springs.
Local JJ.
Damn, dude, you ready to get... This is heavy.
Dude, this is take off your shirt.
Brutal.
This is truly brutal, man.
This is a good fucking matchup, and we have one person to thank, our motherfucking death metal master over here, Mr. Justin himself. How you doing today, dude?
I'm excellent, my man. I'm ready for this debate. This is a good one.
Riffs upon riffs.
You're back, dude. Episode number 2 for you, man. That Morbid Angel Deicide left a good or bad taste in your mouth?
I had a lot of fun.
Okay.
That's good. Despite the day we had.
Despite the day we had, we actually have video of this time. Thank God.
Yes, finally.
Watch I say that, and then it's not going to fucking work.
Oh, my God.
I would lose
terrible.
my mind.
Cursed.
We're here now with motherfucking Dying Fetus reigns supreme against Defeated Sanity, Passages Into Deformity.
Yes.
So, Justin, you picked these two once again. What's your reason being? Why these two albums specifically?
Okay, so they're from around the same time.
Yeah.
And when I asked you, what kind of episode you want to do next time, you said new stuff and keep it to death metal. This is two of my favorite death metal albums to come out in this decade. Not just that, two of my favorite metal albums in general across all subgenres. I love both these albums. They're both brutal as fuck, obviously.
Oh,
Yes, they are.
But they're very different at the same time. They're both very brutal, very technical, but, they're produced very differently.
Yeah, they are.
So
That's
I thought
for sure.
it'd be a good matchup.
Yeah, dude. I agree. I think you hit it right on nail on the head for this one. Because like I said, I did tell you to do more brutal, newer bands. Mm-hmm. And these two, I've heard Dying Fetus before, seen them live. I've done a couple of songs off of Reign Supreme, but I never did the album in full. And then I've never heard Defeated Sanity before this.
Yeah.
So, of course, I ran through them a good amount of times throughout the week. And they are brutal. Let's put it that way.
I love them. I love them both.
One of the ones for the episode where there's so much going on, I had to listen to them so many fucking times because there's just so much instrumentation, especially on the Defeated Sanity part.
Yeah.
There's so many transitions and riffs and shit, but they were fucking great.
Lots of guitar layers on the Defeated Sanity. And that's a big difference between them and Dying Fetus. Dying Fetus has one guitarist.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you get a different sound.
Damn, dude. And
True
then
that.
Dying Fetus' 7th album from 2012 and Defeated Sanity's 4th from 2013. Does that sound right? They're like a year apart?
Yeah.
Little bit.
You said 7 months.
7 months. Even.
Yeah.
7 months. Damn.
Came out pretty, not that far apart.
Yeah.
Dang.
Shit. So let's
Big
get this
old
one.
riffs.
Big old riffs. Let's get this one fucking started, dude. I'm not gonna lie. This opening for both albums are not my favorite, but let's get it going. Invert the Idols versus Initiation.
Dude, I love the way Dying Fetus
I think
starts
both
this.
these songs might be both my least favorite on both albums.
Okay, I would agree with you on that.
I don't know why they started
I
with
like
these songs. I like them, but
Yes.
I think compared to the rest of the albums, let's start with Invert the Idols. Invert the Idols is for sure the worst song on the Dying
You don't
Fetus
like the
part.
sweeps in the beginning, and then 12 seconds in, you get that brutal scream to start.
I mean,
the
it's
album.
good, but it's like
it is what it is. That's what the whole album's gonna be.
No, but I don't think using it at first. But I guess they kind of work in the sense that they're so quick that they build up the next song to a bigger. Because the next song on both albums are two of the best songs.
That's true.
In brutal death metal history.
Yeah.
But dude, that breakdown is fucking killer at 122.
That's okay.
What?
It's okay.
I like it. I like the way it
straightforward.
starts, man.
First breakdown of the album is killer, but like I said, it's straightforward. But the way it ends is it's all right.
I don't know.
Very fast.
It does get better, that's for sure.
Yeah,
But
the
I
rest
like
of the
the way
album
it
I
starts.
think is like I said, I'm not saying it's a bad song. I just think these albums are so high, in my book, as far as how good the music is.
Yeah.
That I think these two tracks are just lower tier, man.
It's interesting how they both started the album with a short track.
Yes.
That just kind of gives you a quick taste of all right, here's what's to come.
Here's what's to
Yes.
come.
They're
Yep.
both short initiations, barely a minute and a half or something. Invert the Idols is 2 minutes.
Yeah.
They're both just a taste of what's coming on the album. So like I
Nice,
said,
man.
I was reading the lyrics. I was telling you before we started. I read
Yeah.
the lyrics to both these albums all the way through.
Yeah.
In preparation for this. This Invert the Idols has such a cool line. I wanted to write it down and read it. Their devil is a joke in the real world where death is never far. Talking about
Shit.
religion and shit,
Love it.
yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That,
Killer.
But like you said, bottom tier.
Bottom
track
tier.
on the album.
I do support the argument that it's you're getting a taste and then they build you up both into just
Yeah.
holy
They're
shit.
good appetizers, man.
Yeah,
I like
I
them.
think on the Defeated Sanity part, and you'll hear this, I'll probably say it in a couple different
Yeah.
songs. They do so much on this song with such little time
Yeah.
that it is pretty damn interesting.
There's so many layers to each song.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Yeah.
And I love the little triplet part for the drums that lead into the next song. I think the transition works better on the Defeated Sanity part than the Dying Fetus
I'll
part.
be honest. The first listen, I was like, man, this is okay. But the more you dig into it, you hear
Yeah.
each part. I'm like, holy shit. And it comes together.
Let me put
really
it this
well.
way. I would never listen to Initiation unless I was listening like Naraka. How do you say it?
Naraka.
Naraka afterwards.
Yeah.
And then Invert the Idols. I don't know if I would listen to it by itself. You know what I mean? I probably both. I wouldn't listen to it like it's the same type of thing. I
It
wouldn't
is
put it on listen.
skippable, but I like the little
the
pick
sniffle
squeals
album.
that they insert in Initiation.
Initiation.
Initiation. God,
Yeah.
I can't even say it.
Yeah. Like I said,
Besides that, there's not much to it, but it is a brutal start from the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah. It
Like it's-
starts fast.
Yeah.
it definitely does start fast. I think I would start the Dying Fetus album. I would be fine with just putting on Subjected to a Beating. Whereas on the Defeated Sanity part, I prefer putting these two on like a 1-2 punch, if that makes
Okay.
sense.
Yeah.
But just song for song wise, I don't know. Who wants to start? Do you want to start a pick, or do
mean-
you guys want to give a little bit more? I mean, these songs are so short. There's not really
Yeah.
much to say, you know.
No, not at all. I
So,
mean, if I'm picking, dude, I'm going with Invert the Idols. I like
Really?
it. I like the little breakdown it has.
Yeah,
It's pretty cool.
I'm going Initiation.
You're going
just
Initiation?
for where it places you in the mood wise for the album. Plus, I think it does a little bit more with the small time frame that it has.
Yeah, because it's all over the place.
Yeah,
It's
I
going
love
crazy.
it. I love it. What about you, Jay? You got to be the tiebreaker.
Yeah,
Let's
dude,
hear
you're
it.
a tiebreaker, man.
I'm going with JJ, actually.
Damn, Invert the Idols. Get the fuck. Why? What's up?
Yeah, well, it's like I said, it's a little longer. It's just long enough to where I can consider it like its own song. You're not wrong. Initiation preceding Naraka, like back to back, is fucking great.
Yeah.
But Initiation does kind of feel like not really a fully complete song on its own. You know,
I can see that.
I do like it though.
Yeah.
And especially I was getting into the lyrics today. They're
Fucking
they're
brutal.
great. Yeah.
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 I need to do the lyrics on this one. I sometimes especially when I go into Brutal Death, and I think I said it on the Deicide and the Morbid Angel episode, is like I'm not like a huge fan of like super gore-tastic lyrics. So
But that's not what the Defeated Sanity
see,
lyrics
I didn't
are.
know that. I should have thought
Yeah.
before I did it. I shouldn't have rushed to judgment. You should have told me, Will.
Yeah, dude,
Zone
we're
told-
judging pretty hard.
I was just like, it's probably just about like guts and gore and
No,
eh.
I'll get into some lyrics later.
Okay,
Cool,
man.
so now I'm
Cool.
excited. Now if I go back, it's probably gonna make the songs even better. Because
That's
I
true.
thought, like on the Dying Fetus part, like it's got to be, it's their name is Dying Fetus.
Yeah.
But you told me they have political lyrics. I didn't know that.
Lots of political lyrics.
Damn.
Lots of
Interesting,
lyrics
yeah.
about war. I'll get into From Womb to Waste when we get there as well.
Okay, badass,
wow.
dude. Dang. So we're starting with Invert the Idols gets the pentagram
Mm-hmm.
of truth. So let's move on to track number 2, Subjected to a Beating versus Naraka. Dude,
Dude,
this is the hardest battle.
This is
in
the
album.
hardest battle for
Absolutely.
sure.
These songs
Absolutely.
are perfect. Like I don't think I'd change anything about either of these songs.
Dude.
But I don't know which one you guys want to start with, Naraka or
Yeah, we can go with
let's start with Naraka.
Start with
Dude,
Naraka.
I love the bass intro.
Dude, I know.
God
It's
damn.
just too much.
hooks you
And
right
then
from
you
the
just-
start.
I know. And it just goes into pure heaviness. And once the vocal part comes in with the verses,
Yeah.
it's just not right. Like
Yeah.
it's so fucking heavy. I gotta see this shit live.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
it's too much. I fucking love it, dude.
The riffs are pretty cool, man. I
Yeah.
like it a lot.
Yeah.
Can I get a riff?
Oh,
Dude,
get the rip,
bring
dude.
it on.
4 minutes 2 seconds is where we're at.
And that's
yeah,
it's
on Naraka.
Naraka, the second song of Defeated Sanity.
What's that mean, Naraka?
Naraka.
I don't remember. I think I tried to translate it earlier. I didn't really get anything that made
Oh,
sense.
really?
Yeah.
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 Oh yeah. What was it? 402.
Yeah. Crank this right here, and then the drums and bass right here.
Oh, turn that up.
Yeah.
Dude, that drummer is
Yeah.
not right, man. Not right. Damn, dude. I love that fucking shit. But I think I know which part. That first part you highlighted is when we put it on, it was as high in the mix. But that's like my favorite part, I think, of this
Yeah.
Defeated Sanity album is when they do those transitions where you can hear like kind of the isolated bass playing with the drum fills. That shit's on a whole nother level.
If you notice, they do a lot of that on this album where just one instrument is happening at once. Like the part that at 402, It's just
Yeah.
the guitar shredding
Yeah.
right there. There's one song later on the album ends with just the vocals going. And like you said, there's a couple of bass parts on here.
Yeah.
There's drum solos. Like
Yeah.
everyone gets a turn.
Everybody
to
gets to
shine. On this
shine.
I
album.
love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
For sure. But I would say the same kind of on the Dying Fetus side because there's only 3 players. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
True.
you do kind of get that, but I think
Not as much though. Not compared
Yeah.
to Defeated Sanity.
when the bass goes off on the Dying Fetus part, it's more like syncopated with the guitar. Like they usually harmonize a lot of their like
Yeah.
a
Yes,
little
I agree with
sweeping
that.
parts, which is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
But I think on the Defeated Sanity part, it's more of like the drums and the bass playing along with each other, and they go on these little like cool type fills
Yeah.
that are off like kilter and beat. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Which is fucking insane that they can pull that off in the studio. I love it. But
To me, Subjected to Obedience is more straightforward. It's just banger after banging riffs
Oh my
Yeah.
of the transitions. In fact, I'm gonna play my riff, dude. 246.
damn, already.
Let's go. It's a versus battle.
246 on Subject. Oh my!
I just want
turn
to
that
crush
up.
someone's face.
Yeah.
Dude.
The pit is insanity.
Oh
on
my,
this.
dude! If you don't headbang to that,
Yeah.
dude, that's the shit right there.
Yeah.
Hell
I
yeah.
love it.
Okay, here's my question: does Dying Fetus have the best breakdowns of
Dude.
any bands in
I don't know.
metal?
Yeah.
I think
Are they
so.
a top 10 breakdown
Yeah.
band?
Top 3.
I mean,
Top 3?
Yeah.
I love
Dang.
all genres, and I think they're up there with Hatebreed. Dude.
Because they
For
Up
me-
there with Hate. I think they're better than Hatebreed breakdown.
You think
wise.
so? It's close. It's close.
I mean, it just depends because
Well,
I
then
like.
again, I've only heard 2 albums from Dying Fetus. So.
That's the thing. I've heard all the hate, but the Hatebreed ones hit you more because of what like Jost is saying.
It's true.
You know what I mean? Like that gets
The
you in that mood.
empowerment,
It's
yeah.
the empowerment of it. The
Yeah.
Fetus, it's just like
Just-
holy shit.
just
So
pure
if we're just going
chaos.
instruments to instruments, it's for sure Dying Fetus, dude. Come on.
I don't know about Hatebreed, but Dying Fetus has been doing this since the 90s on every album, pretty much every song.
Yeah.
Like they have a breakdown like this and they don't
That's kind
get
of the same
tired
with
of it.
Hatebreed.
And like
little
that's
bit.
their formula. And it still works.
And
I
I'm
know.
fine with
That's
that.
what I don't understand. So we're talking about this is their
I've
seventh
heard
album.
all their albums, and I don't get tired of the
Dude.
breakdowns. Like
Yeah.
doing a discography run. Of
That's
them.
fucking amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was about to say because even the new album, Wrong One to Fuck With.
Yeah.
Once again, you just have more and more breakdowns that fucking work.
Yes.
How
Yeah.
can they write this many breakdowns without getting boring?
They got the formula down.
Yeah.
They
That's
do.
What it
They
is.
should run a master class to like all the bands out there who use generic breakdowns.
Oh
Should be like,
my
this is how
gosh.
you change it up, bitch. We've been doing it for years.
John Gallagher's voice is like you want to end something's life.
Yes.
Oh, I know.
You
He's
hear
got. Does
the
he have the
shit.
best Cookie Monster voice
Oh,
of
yeah.
all the
Oh,
Cookie
for
Monsters?
sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
the guy who does. He's. I think he's from Hypocrisy. He does that one Bloodbath album, Nightmares Made Flesh or whatever.
Oh, I like that one. But no, his is a little
His voice is
different.
pretty. It's brutal. I love it.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Turn.
Yeah.
I love that shit. But what was gonna say about this one? No, going back to like them being a breakdown riff band. I'm trying to think of other bands in that genre. You know, I do love Morbid Angels breakdowns.
Yeah.
I love fucking Gojira's breakdowns. Some of the best.
Suffocation.
Suffocation. Oh my
Yes.
God, they're
Suff-
the kings of the
Yeah, about
breakdowns.
to say, Suffocation started that
Yeah,
shit.
that exactly.
So,
Okay, I was
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
say with Defeated Sanity, there's a lot of reminiscent of Suffocation.
yeah, there is. There
Here's-
definitely is.
Here's the one thing I'll say about Naraka. I'll say that is good, not great. Is that one middle breakdown of like the 140 mark? Their breakdowns aren't my favorite. Like they're good, but I think sometimes it's just kind of like the I don't want to say like generic or stereotypical,
feel of
but
a
it's just kind of like
deathcore.
it's been done of that deathcore feel.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
think that's the highlight of this band. So it's kind of hard to compare because the parts that I like are completely different than the parts I like of the Fetus side.
I'd be interested to hear your opinions of their other albums.
Really?
Really?
Why?
They have a lot of open chord stuff like that.
Okay, so their stuff that comes before this has a little more like slam, I
Yeah.
would say, in it. Album that came out before this, Chapters of Repugnance,
Yeah.
is a like total slam like masterpiece, I would say.
Oh,
Yeah.
no shit.
It's very different from this one. This one feels more like brutal tech death, you know?
Yeah.
I feel
Yeah.
like there's a lot more slam in some of their previous stuff, and actually on the album after this
Yeah.
as well.
Damn.
So
Okay, I gotta check it out.
Yeah.
And you told me they have an album that's a split where it's like half of it is kind of cynic like, and the other half is more brutal 90s.
No, you said that was live. You saw that live, right?
No. That is their album that follows this, and is currently their latest. Disposal of the Dead / Dharmata, I think is how it's pronounced.
Yeah.
The first half is like this style, and it has this singer on it as well. The second half has a different singer, and but all the rest are the same members.
Okay.
And it's a completely different style, produced and mixed differently and everything. Like it's
What?
made to sound, like that atheist, cynic, like human era death.
Damn,
Yeah.
dude. Yeah, that's so different than
sounds
what this
pretty
is.
crazy.
I need to check it out.
Yeah, and it's
Holy shit.
I've never seen a band do something like that where they split an album with themselves and do two
Right?
completely different
Dude,
styles.
yeah, that's fucking badass.
Yeah.
I've always thought of like having a band where, every song's just completely different than the rest.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure some bands have done. But I've never heard of that. Like just like half the album is this, half the album is that. So I definitely got to check it out.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But yeah, that's the only part I don't like love about Naraka, but the rest of the song is just so fucking good. But all that being said, who's gonna make the first choice? This is for sure the hardest fucking one.
That's tough, man.
These
I
two
really
are
like 'em both.
probably the best songs in the album. Top 3 songs in the album on either.
I mean, studio-wise, I would listen to both. They both make my playlist. But what I want to hear live, dude, I gotta be real.
I know what he's good.
Oh, you're going
Subjected to obedience,
Yeah.
dude. The pits are insane. I love it, man. I love the chaos that it brings. I'm
Damn.
taking that. That's what I'm taking.
All right, Justin, you get the next one. I'll finish off this one.
I'm taking Naraka.
Damn, I gotta be the
I
tiebreaker.
don't
on this
even
one.
have a winner. I didn't even have a winner picked in like
Yeah.
my notes because this
too
is
close.
the hardest one.
Yeah.
Definitely. What are you taking?
So after going back and forth, dude, it's so hard because there's certain parts I love about Naraka, and they're just like different songs. But at the end of the day, if I gotta be true to myself, dude, fucking Subjected to a Beating gets me on another level.
Yeah,
Those
it's
breakdowns,
so good.
it just, and it might be the bias I have from seeing them live. Like
Yeah.
when they play this,
It's true.
it's
it probably
literally
is.
get the fuck out of the way.
Yeah.
How do you beat
is.
that? You know what I mean?
It is.
And I will attest to JJ. I love Naraka in the studio. Don't know how we would translate live.
That's true.
You know what I mean? They would have to be very tight players, and you've seen them. Can they hold up? Can they hold their own live?
Yeah.
As
but
far
like-
as like the tightness.
Yeah, but like I said, they only played that second half of this following album, so
Yeah.
I didn't really get to hear any of the brutal death stuff. I'd have loved to have seen Naraka or
Oh,
anything.
shit.
from
I can't
this
imagine.
album.
Dude, for
But
real.
yeah,
Naraka
as
gets
far as
going.
their playing goes, yeah, they're perfect.
Damn.
Yeah, they're great.
All right, guys. So Subjected to a Beating gets the pentagram of truth. Let's move
Dang.
on to track number 3, Second Skin versus Verblendung.
I don't know how to say that one.
Verblendung. Verblendung.
Verblendung. Yeah.
Verblendung.
Verblendung.
Okay, Verblendung.
All right.
Okay, Verblendung, another fucking bass intro that's hard as fuck. Let's
Yes,
just
it
get
is,
that out
dude.
of the way
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
And then the transitions back to that verse and fucking, like when the vocals come in, once again, fucking killer. But I love the blasting part. My only gripe is, does it go on a little long in this
No
song?
way, dude.
No,
I love this song.
No,
it's
does
one
it
of my favorites.
grinds it
seriously.
out? You're
it's
good with
a
it?
top song for me.
really.
I
This
wrote
is a
so
top
many
song.
riffs that I wanted to use, but I don't even know which one to use, so I'm not going to use it.
From this one?
Yes.
I think this
I
one's
love this
mid-tier
song,
to me.
dude.
Mid-tier to me.
I personally like it a lot.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it a lot, but I think there's a couple better on this album.
It's just
I feel like
because of
three or
the
four.
use of the instruments. Everybody shines on this song, dude.
Yeah.
Really?
Everyone. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I like it a lot.
I think one of the ones that there's like a riff. I believe where did I put it out? The first breakdown is good, not great. That's what I put. And the one at 325 is much better in my opinion. But the ending drum grooves to me, fucking just this
Yes.
drummer's my man. Like
Yeah.
his grooves are the bomb.
I
They're
think
my-
he's the star of the band, personally.
yeah. For me, it's him
Yeah.
and the bassist.
Yeah.
I love the guitar riffs, but I think on the production value of this album, they don't stick out as much
No.
as
no,
I would
no, it's-
like, in my own personal opinion. But it doesn't really take away much because of how much I love the bass and the
I'm
drums.
not surprised to hear you say that about the guitar.
Yeah.
After only listening to it for a week, it took me quite a while to get used to the guitar the way it's produced on this.
Really?
Yeah, and you know what? This is actually a little bit cleaner production for this band
Wow.
than some of their other
Wow,
albums.
really?
Even like the one after this.
Dang,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
So how does the cynic sounding stuff sound like produced wise? Do
Like
they do
that.
it well? Was
Yeah.
it?
Like that. Like human or like
But it doesn't like the guitars. What I mean is like, does that production? Do the guitars like ring out more? Do they have a more of a standout vibe. Because kind of with like Cynic and them, I feel like the guitar's pretty defined. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I understand your question. Yeah. It stands out more in that sound that they do.
Oh,
Damn,
wow.
dude. But what I was gonna say with Second Skin or the way the drums follow the riff, that I do love the way that like all goes down.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite parts. I think on the Dying Fetus side, especially this one, the intro is so fast with guitar, and I love when like drummers, especially like Braun from Mastodon, when they follow the riff with their hands, kind of, and you can hear that playing out. That's like some of my favorite shit. They're kind of like syncopated together.
It takes a lot of talent.
Oh yeah, for sure. And when we saw
sure.
them, they fucking just nail it, and you're just I don't know how you can do it, honestly.
It's just
But
it's eye candy.
yeah,
for
man.
sure.
And once again, the breakdowns on these are just not fucking right.
Yeah.
The breakdown of 128, amazing. The triplet breakdown after
Yes.
that, fucking amazing. The gripe I have with this one, that solo's whack. The solo is whack.
It could be a little better.
It could be better because there's 2 songs on the end of the album that have great fucking
Oh,
solos.
yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like I know he can play really well, but I don't understand the choice of this solo on this song. You know what I mean? I feel like he
It's
could
a
have done
little
something.
out of place, but besides that, the whole song is great.
Like it's just too.
yeah.
I understand like the thrashy element of like some of those Slayer-esque solos, but you know me, I like a little bit more melody, a little bit more like sense of purpose of the solo than this.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I agree with that. But moving on to Second Skin, dude.
Oh, that's what I was talking about.
Oh, sorry. I love the. No, I actually like this little song. I even wrote it down.
Really?
Yeah.
No, man.
I thought it was a little creative.
No.
It's all
You're
over
wrong.
the place.
It's not creative. It's just all over the place. That's not creative to me.
That's creative. I don't know. I like it.
I get the
You're fucking
feeling
wrong.
both y'all like Second Skin. Like, is it a top tier song in the album?
No, I don't
For
think
you
it's.
guys?
a
I put it
top
middle tier too. I think both of these are kind of middle tier, so I think it's a good matchup.
I think it's bottom tier.
Really?
Second Skin. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say
middle.
middle. I'm trying to think.
I get done with that chugging riff that they have going all the way through. Like you're saying, it sounds cool for a bit. It goes on a little too long for me. But let me just be clear. Like this is one of my favorite death metal albums that's come out this decade.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
Even these bottom tier songs are the best song on other albums by other bands. Like you put Second Skin on another band's album, it could be the best song.
Oh,
Like,
I completely agree with you.
so I'm not
Yeah.
dissing the song.
Yeah.
It's just when I'm
You
picking
think there's
between
better
this,
ones?
Yeah.
I guess I just made my pick by saying that, but
Damn. So you're going with
so
Defeated Sanity again?
Yeah, I guess I revealed it with that, but yeah, I'm going with
What are you
Verblendung.
taking?
Before I get into it, I just want to say that probably my favorite part of Second Skin is that ending, like where he mixes up the tapping with that chugging, and they close it out. That's probably my favorite part. But
Yeah.
that being said, I think I do like the diversity more on,
Verblendung.
Verblendung.
I'm
So
not
I'm
gonna
gonna go.
say it. I'm going with y'all.
Yeah, Verblendung. Oh, it's a clean sweep
It's
this
a clean
time.
sweep.
Damn, Verblendung gets the pentagram of truth.
One more thing on the song, real quick.
Yeah,
What
go
did
ahead.
y'all think of the end? How
Oh, like
they
the
had,
industrial.
like, the industrial drums with like it's like a heavy breathing sound, like an iron lung or something.
Yeah,
Like,
no, I actually
yeah.
liked it.
it
So-
was like a creepy outro to me. Like,
Yeah,
I thought it was cool.
Yeah, me too. I thought it was a good change of pace because there's another outro we'll get to that
Yeah,
I was
there's-
like, what is this?
There's several
On the next one.
Yeah.
On
There's
the next
several on
one.
this.
Yeah. But what were the lyrics about on there? What was like?
Oh,
did that match the theme of this?
I actually wrote down the last line.
Okay,
of this
give it to me.
song. He said it's kind of a really nihilistic song.
Yeah.
I couldn't. I think a lot of these might have they wrote about something specific. I don't know what it was, but
Yeah.
you can interpret things. This is a very nihilistic song for sure. It says, "Brought about by their own hands, environment turns into inferno."
Damn.
Like,
Wow.
You know how it is.
yeah, that's the kind of writing.
That's some cattle decapitation shit right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
I
their
love
lyrics
it.
are
Brutal.
great. They definitely have better lyrics than Dying Fetus.
Really?
Absolutely.
Damn, dude. I need to check them out now.
Absolutely.
I shouldn't have been so quick to judge.
I know.
My
seriously.
bad. Shout out to you, Defeated Sanity. I'm fucking losing my
Oh
mind.
my god.
All right, guys, let's go on to track. Guys, come on here. Track number 4 from Womb to
I'm
Waste
sorry.
versus Lusting for Transcendence.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. From Womb
This
to
is-
Waste
this
is
is
my
easy for me,
favorite
dude.
Dying Fetus
I
song.
love
Yeah.
From Womb to Waste.
Yes.
Dude, fuck the baby. Let it die.
Yeah.
Oh, my. Once that riff
Yeah.
hits,
Dude.
stop it.
Oh,
Dun,
my
dun,
God.
dun, 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 dun. So good. And his vocal delivery there is just so perfect.
You will
Yeah.
break your neck with this song, man.
Riff
Yes.
It's so
after
good.
riff after a riff. This is a classic Dying Fetus song.
Yeah.
Top 10 Dying Fetus song.
Yeah.
Easily.
For sure.
Yeah.
Is it the best song on the album?
It's my favorite.
No.
Personally.
No. For me, I agree. I think it's my second favorite.
It's 3.
Maybe
3? What are you going? Subjected better?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And something
like-
else we'll get to.
Yeah.
I
well,
like Womb better, but there's one that's super close. I'll get to it later.
Dude, there's
too.
one that I think is just the be all end all of fucking Fetus songs.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, from Womb to Waste, what can I say, man? I fucking absolutely love it. It's just every riff just gets better and fucking better. That second riff,
Yep.
fucking butter.
Yeah.
The fast part with the sweep picking, amazing. Chorus is killer. The 253 part in where it's like it stops and the banginess comes in,
And
amazing.
then the
Yeah.
main
And
riff
then
goes
the-
back.
Yes. And then the
Yes.
last riff, stop it. This song is a timeless fucking brutal
Yeah.
death masterpiece.
Yeah.
It really is.
Can't be
I
beaten.
agree.
Was it the single? It had to be the single right off this album.
No, I
Maybe
thought
this and
Subjected to a Beating
Subjected
was.
to a Beating. I don't
yeah.
know what
Yeah.
the singles were for this, but
Is this their biggest?
Probably.
I think this is their biggest song.
No.
no, they got some others. Subjected, I think,
Oh.
is bigger.
Oh, yeah, okay.
In the Trenches. Is that a
Um,
big one?
Oh,
That's a big-
really?
yeah, I thought so.
Your treachery will die with you. It's probably
Yeah.
bigger as well. I think
Yeah.
And
But
now
it's-
Wrong One to
it's up
Fuck With
there.
is pretty big too now.
it's up there. Yeah.
Yeah. Although I think the best song of that one was what's the Panic Amongst
Fixation.
the Herd or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, that song, Don't Be Around Me, on the new Dying Fetus album.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
shit, it just is so hard.
The
Talk
whole
about
album's
good
pretty
breakdown.
awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's talk about Lusting for Transcendence. I love the fucking the song title, so I'm
Yeah.
hoping the lyrics are good.
The lyrics were good. I didn't write any of them down
Oh,
for
okay.
this one, but I did. Like I said, my overall opinion is that the lyrics are much better on the Defeated Sanity one.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. What's going on at the end? Is he like eating?
Who's he eating?
I don't know what's
eating
going on.
sound, yeah. I don't like that.
I don't
Me
like it either.
That kinda
for
threw the
that
song for me.
Alone, this is a bottom tier song because the rest of the
Yeah.
song kicks ass. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
I agree with that.
Yeah, it's an okay song. I like it. I don't love it, but there's a killer breakdown, and the drummer once again just fucking destroys the heaviness. And the drumming and the bass kind of towards the ending, what the fuck with that? Like, it's just so
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
It's fucking butter. I will say when the opening guitar riff comes in, that's one of the ones where I'm like, it gets lost a little bit in the production.
Yeah, I agree with
Where
that.
I'm like, if it stood out more, I think the song could have been
Because it didn't suck
heavier.
me in
And-
right away.
yeah, and maybe
Yeah.
he's right in the sense that I need this one to like sit with me more, this album, and I'll probably start be able to get in the ear more for Brutal Death. Because the thing for us, and maybe I'm speaking for you too much,
Yeah.
but it's Brutal Death is one of those ones where I definitely need to expand my horizons
True.
as far as like a listening perspective. Like I know probably the bigger bands in the genre, but I don't know it as much as like I know a thrash or I know prog or I know, you know what I mean?
I agree with
he's
that.
helping me
Yeah.
out. He gave me a whole playlist that I was just like, dude, this is brutal.
Yeah. Did you lift more weight?
Oh,
that
dude,
day?
I lift more weight. I gotta give it to you. Instantly, your deadlift goes up by like 30 pounds.
Dude, that's
Your squat
awesome.
goes up by like 50.
Send it to me.
Everyone in the gym becomes your enemy. No one better.
That's
Look at you. But yeah, man. So it's a clean sweep. We're going once again to fucking from Womb to Waste.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that's a clean sweep.
And so, what's up with the lyrics from Womb to Waste? I thought it was just about fucking dying fetus.
I know,
Okay.
seriously, Dying Fetus stuff.
Here's my only diss on it is that I get that like bands can take a stance on, hard topics like abortion and things like that.
Yeah,
They kind of are here, and that's fine. Like if that's their
they're
opinion,
taking a stand against abortion.
yes.
Okay.
The lyrics are about, it's talking shit on women who just go around, get fucked, and have kids, like,
Yeah.
and then throw them in the trash. There's a lyric where it says they just throw them
Exactly,
in the trash.
yeah.
Damn.
It's an anti-abortion song, and that's fine. But when your name is Dying Fetus, like,
That's the whole thing, dude.
okay, like we should be killing as many babies as possible when we're dying fetus.
Yeah.
like.
That's
So
the brutal
it's
part.
weird. It's weird to hear them take a stand against abortion when then that's
That
their
is
name.
odd.
Yeah.
I'm, that's fine that that's their opinion. I'm not taking a stance here, but that's, was weird to me.
Yeah, that makes sense. I always thought it was more of like their dying fetus, like you said, more because it's just like it's brutal. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Let's
same
make it as
here.
brutal as possible.
Yeah.
Not like, but it does. I mean, I can see it makes a stance. Like I support people that want to put their stance into a music, whatever. But
It
at the end of the
depends.
day, it's like I can't even understand Cookie Monster fucking
Yeah.
words at
Yeah,
all.
we say it all the
so I'm just
time.
like, if you didn't tell me, I would have never known ever.
Yeah, same
You know what I
here.
mean? I just kind of use my imagination and go.
yeah.
That's
what I mean?
exactly what I do.
I think we've all done that where we
Yeah.
just growl or bullshit along like that.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
don't know what we're saying. But
Oh, I bullshit along through so many songs. I
Uh,
usually just get the melodies and then find out the lyrics later. But
Yep.
yeah,
That's
man. So
right.
From Womb to Waste gets the pentagram of truth. So we are. Let's go halfway already, or do you want to go track number 5? There's 9 songs.
Let's
I'm
do
ready
5.
either way.
Yeah, let's do number
Yeah.
5. Let's do number 5. So number 5, Dissidence versus The Purging.
I think this one's fairly close too. It's a
I don't
tough
know,
one.
dude. I think I think
What?
this one's a little bit easier for me.
Talk about it. Let's go.
Bro, The Purging, stop it. This is one of my favorite songs on the album. This song fucking smacks, dude.
the drumming is
Top
out of this
3.
world for sure.
Out of this fucking
Best
world.
lyrics on the album.
Really?
Oh, really?
Oh,
Lyrics
thank God
right
this
here.
one has good lyrics because it's a fucking banging song.
So what the feel I get from it, and like I said, they're from Germany, so I don't know if some of their lyrics are about like, might be talking about Nazis, but not in like a pro way,
yeah,
just
more like the horror.
yeah, just kind of the horrors of war type lyrics, not
Yeah.
not really calling out any one nation or country, and that's what this one sounds like. It sounds like a soldier or someone in a military doing like a bunch of terrible shit, describing a lot of their torture and shit that they do to people, and
Yeah.
then I don't know if he dies at the end, but it talks about him like basically having to reflect on everything he did, and he's like smacked super fucking hard with karma. Like it's good. And then
Damn.
when they end
Hell
with
yeah.
that German like talking, I don't know what he's saying in German. I want to get that.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's what it
exactly.
was,
I was
like a
gonna say
little
the beat. I
speaker.
want to
Yeah.
know what he was saying.
I
there,
want to
yeah.
know what he's saying right there.
I bet it's fucking hard.
Ooh, yeah, The Purging is a top tier
Yeah.
song on the album.
Dude,
It
can
is
we,
a top tier, but dude, at 137, it's a little bit of a letdown. I thought it was gonna just be a banger.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
that first
At
one, the
137.
build because the
fir-
build up
first,
is
it's so big. The
it
build
builds up so
Oh.
much. But I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Once it first comes in, you're like slightly disappointed, but it builds up upon itself.
Yeah.
It does do it again.
And then the riffs get better
Yeah.
and better. But can we talk about a little bit about the blast beat part of the first part? What do they call that blast beat where it's like double time almost? Where it's like,
it's
like
so
I've seen
fast,
people
though.
do it. It's kind of like they switch their hands or whatever.
That's technique is called a gravity blast.
Gravity blast. Dude,
Yeah.
that shit is amazing.
Yeah, Devourment does that a lot. A lot of
Yeah.
slam and brutal death bands do that. Yeah, he's doing all that with one,
One
hand.
hand.
Yeah,
Okay. Never
one
mind.
hand
Jeez.
playing all that snare.
Dude, that
You-
is
'cause
fucking
that's
crazy.
You do a
Crazy.
hit on the way down, and then you squeeze your hand. So I can't do it. So I'm just kind of talking out of my ass
Yeah.
a little bit. Watching other people do it. That's
Yeah.
like when you grip the stick again, it plays another note. So you
Yeah.
just kind of go up and down like that.
Jesus Christ.
just
And
It's
you
so
get
fucking
really
fast.
fucking fast at it.
I've heard it with other bands before, but I do like how he has the ability to do it, but he knows when to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he could easily just start blasting through a bunch of different things and like,
Yeah.
show how fast of a drummer he is.
Yeah.
But he really, puts it where it's appropriate. And I think this song, it fucking works so well because he shows you, dude, like I have so many different facets of my drumming.
Yeah.
That it's fucking incredible. But yeah, I love that shit.
agree.
The part of like 3 minute 10 parts in, I think it's 3 minute 10 seconds. There's the part once again where the drums and the bass play off each other, and like I said, that's my favorite part of this band.
And you go a little
Fucking
further,
awesome.
Yeah.
and that riff is banging.
Oh
That
yeah,
354.
I love it. And then into the, like you said, the German talking part. But let's talk a little bit about Dissonance. I like the tremolo picking
Yeah.
intro, but I think it sounds very similar, and I'll get to another song later that does it too. And it's okay. It's good, not great. You know what I mean? Like, this is not where Dying Fetus shines. Like, it's amazing. Like, it's a good song. I'll listen to it again, but it's not as good as, like, other songs in the album.
I can see where like it's a little basic,
Yeah.
but I mean it's still heavy.
No,
dude.
I know. When
It's
the second
so
riff,
heavy.
and I'm not
still.
taking away from this. I'm saying the first
Yeah.
tremolo picking riff part. But when
Yeah.
the second riff comes in and they start grooving with it,
Yeah.
boy, get the fuck out of here. That is butter. And one of my favorite parts about these guys is when they do sweep picking transitions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, dude. Come on.
They got
How
some chunky riffs.
I don't know how they can do that live, dude. It's just like they're playing and then and then just going to something else. Like,
Yeah.
god damn it, dude.
Yeah.
So butter.
Watching John Gallagher do that shit
I know.
live, his fingers are so fucking
I know.
fast.
And the bassist too, because the bassist
The
sweeps and
bass
goes
is a
fucking
freak, too.
crazy.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
they're both singing while
Yeah.
they do it as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was gonna say the ending breakdown of the song. This one's good. It's okay. Not the best breakdown in the world, too.
Yo, but it's dude, those riffs are chunky, dude. They're
They are
heavy,
chunky,
man. I
dog.
like them.
Let me
Yeah.
tell you guys something. You're doing yourselves a favor not knowing the lyrics on this one.
Really?
Okay,
what?
let
Let us have it.
you know the thrash band Havoc.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, have you ever seen them? Seen how he's like, he's
No, we didn't get to
super
see him.
preachy
Yeah, I understand.
about politics to the point where it gets annoying.
Yeah, I kind of picked that up on the new record Conformicide or whatever.
Yeah, that's the feeling I get reading the lyrics to this song and some of the others
Really?
on this album. Yeah, it's like, I get it. You don't like the government. Think for yourself. You're against war. Like, it's too much. Like, it's too many songs about this shit.
Damn,
Like,
dude.
Wow.
so don't read the lyrics.
Dang, but I can get behind some of the stuff if it's written well.
It depends.
But if it does come
Yeah,
off as
it really
preachy,
does.
then I'll
It's the
get kind of
same
like,
thing over. Yes,
Oh, I see
I
what you mean.
agree. Like, you gotta tell it again in an interesting way.
Yeah.
You know?
yeah. Like, for example, I think one of probably my favorite lyrics in all of metal is in a war standpoint is like War Pigs by Black Sabbath.
Yeah.
It's just one of the best written songs. These
Yeah.
lyrics are amazing.
I
Yes.
agree with
But
that.
they don't overdo it on that album. You know what I mean? They have 2 war songs on that album, but completely different, thoughts. Because
Tones,
one's
too.
Hand of Doom, which is kind of like
Yeah.
the side effects of the fucking the actual soldier, and then
Mm-hmm.
you got War Pigs, which is more about the evils of like the people controlling it. But that's only 2 songs in the album, and then the rest is completely different lyrically.
Yeah.
But I can see what you're saying. If you're gonna do it back to back, it's kind of like it can get preachy.
Yeah.
So,
and
yeah.
the way Ozzy talks about it is way more interesting, way better.
Yeah.
Like, it's so.
But don't give Ozzy
overdone.
the credit because Geezer wrote the lyrics.
Okay.
The
You're
way
right.
Geezer writes it.
Geezer,
That's-
yeah.
Shout out Geezer, the greatest
bad.
bassist ever
Let's
lived.
get it right.
Let's get it right. But yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
I think it fits a little bit better. So I won't read the lyrics just for you.
Yeah.
But I need to read The Purging. So
Yes.
good
definitely,
stuff. So
definitely.
what did you pick? Did you go with The Purging or you go
Yeah,
with
I'm going
Dissidence?
with the Purging.
Okay,
as well.
Purging gets the pentagram
Clean sweep.
of truth. So guys, we are halfway. Dying Fetus is up 3-2.
Yep.
Let's talk about these album covers. We don't have them in front of us. Reign Supreme and fucking Passages Into Deformity. You guys got to pick? I don't really love the Reign Supreme one. So
I like Reign Supreme over
Really?
Defeated Sanity.
I like Defeated Sanities more.
Do you?
Yeah.
I agree.
I just think that the Reign Supreme one looks kind of cheesy.
What? I don't think so.
Really?
The like the guns like as around the throne or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, there's like military tanks in the background. Like, it's a
Yeah.
destroyed city. Again, like I'm saying, it's an overdone theme.
Yeah.
The dude sitting on the throne looks fucking badass. Like,
yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. That's what I love about it.
I do
Okay.
like it, but
I didn't know it was such a political agenda, though. Like a
No,
big
but-
deal.
yeah.
I mean, you can kind
Yeah.
of get it from looking at it a little bit. But I know what you mean. It
Yeah.
looks more just like
It's
brutal.
more just like a brutal war
I'm trying to think of
aftermath.
the other Dying Fetus album covers. Like, none of their album covers that I can remember off the top of my head are like anything to write home about.
No.
The wrong one to fuck with is just a dude with a knife.
Yeah.
You
yeah,
know?
but there's a story behind that one. John Gallagher wanted that to be way more brutal. But
Oh,
the,
really?
The label was like, well, it's going to get censored on Facebook and Twitter, so, like, it's going to be harder to promote it.
Oh,
So they forced him
whack.
to, like, he wanted, like, entrails hanging out.
Oh.
and the fucking,
What?
like, the
Should've done
spine
it.
coming out of the head. Like,
Holy
he
Well,
wanted it to be
Cannibal
brutal.
always does crazy shit.
Yeah,
like
I
that.
know.
I don't know. I just don't do it.
Damn. So Justin texted me. He had an idea for a segment in the halfway point.
Yeah.
Who has the better band name?
Ooh.
That's a good one, dude. I'm gonna go with Dying Fetus.
Me too.
It's too it's too extreme. Like
I'm not gonna lie, dude. Defeated Sanity seems a little generic.
Defeated
the
Sanity?
name, just the name itself.
it's okay.
I
Yeah.
like it, but Dying
Yeah.
Fetus, like,
Dying
that's,
Fetus.
that's
Dying
hard.
Fetus is
Yeah.
the funniest shirt to wear in front of NPCs.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Around the
I've
world.
got the grotesque impalement.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. And it's just like once you go up to someone, and just be like, "Oh, what kind of bands do you listen to?" If you just lay on a normal person that you listen to Dying Fetus,
Yeah.
like you're just automatically like, "This guy's got fucking problems."
True that.
Like pre me getting in a brutal death, if someone told me their favorite band was Dying Fetus, I think I just laugh. Like
True
it's just
that.
like Dying
What the
Fetus.
hell?
That's just extreme to
That's
be
just extreme to be
but,
extreme.
Like,
Exactly.
Now it's just normal.
Now it's just normal to us,
Yeah.
which is hilarious.
Yeah.
Like it's just like, oh, that's a good band.
Yep.
What a
I
banger.
feel the
So
same way.
I looked at the artist who did each of these album
Yeah.
covers and looked at some of the other work that they've done, some of the
Mm-hmm.
bands they worked with. I didn't write down all the albums, but some of
Yeah.
the bands they worked with. Both these guys got pros who have been around in this. So they got
Damn.
the Defeated Sanity got a Japanese artist
Uh-huh.
who's
Wow.
worked with Abigail Williams, Beheaded, Deeds of Flesh, Devourment, Ingested, and Visceral Disgorged. Like, he
Damn.
gets around in
Yeah.
the brutal death
That's
area.
pretty
And then the
crazy.
guy from that did the Dying Fetus one, he's worked with Agoraphobic Nosebleed, Cephalic Carnage, Exhumed, High on Fire, Necrophagist,
Damn.
Nile, Obscura. He does like everything for
Dude,
Obscura.
that is insane.
Origin, Pig Destroyer, Revocation, and Yob.
Dang, dude. All those have great album covers. I love Agoraphobic. I got to see which ones he did. But the
Yeah.
Agoraphobic, Nosebleed, their album covers are so fucking sick.
Yeah.
And what was the other one on there I was going to say? I
Style
love,
like Carnage.
yeah, that was great. Colored Sands by Goreguts. I love
Yeah.
that
Dude,
album
High on
cover.
Fire is fucking
High on
awesome.
Fire, which it depends on which one.
The newest one's cool.
The newest one, but I don't know if it was that guy. I thought it was someone else.
really?
I thought it was the dude who did the Mastodon one. Skinner, whatever his name
Oh,
was.
really?
But I might be
Oh,
wrong.
I
Don't
don't
quote
know.
me on that.
There's Obscura, not Gorguts.
Oh, Obscura. My bad. I was thinking
I knew
Obscura.
that was
Like,
who you
yeah, that
mixed
threw
up.
me off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These are
Even the
similar
Obscura
bands.
ones, Delivium is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Acrosis, I think that's the one I'm thinking of. That's a better one that I like. But yeah, man, that guy's got a great fucking resume.
These guys both have great resumes.
Damn.
Dude, there was like legit 30 bands for each of these guys that
No
I just
shit.
didn't write
Really?
down. Like they've worked with so many people.
That's
Damn,
crazy.
dude.
That's
What
awesome.
did you write down their names? What are their names?
So the Japanese guy who worked with Defeated Sanity is Toshihiro Igawa.
Toshihiro Igawa.
I-
Shout out to you.
Apologize to that man. I definitely didn't read his name right. And the other guy's from Portland, Oregon. His name's Orion Landis.
Orion Landis.
Yeah.
Another shout out to that guy, dude.
Can't read my own
This is a
goddamn
fucking. I gotta
handwriting,
look
so-
into more of his album covers. That's badass. I
So
didn't know
both
he did
y'all
so many.
taking Defeated Sanity.
Yeah, I'll take Defeated
Yeah.
Sanities, dude.
I got it as a wall flag hanging in my.
Oh,
my
really?
Do you
Yeah.
really? Cool,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, I love
That's
it.
Vice.
awesome.
No,
Love
even
that
if
album
you
cover.
just look at them, like I just think one, to me, looks more appealing than the other.
I
But-
think Garrett would agree with me.
No, he wouldn't. He's not agreeing with
I
you.
don't even think he cares.
All right, guys, let's move on. Let's go to track number 6, In the Trenches versus Verses of Deformity.
Dude, In the Trenches is a banger.
In the
Yeah.
Trenches is
Oh
so
my
fucking banging, dude.
gosh. Open
I
it
will
up.
reign supreme. Oh my
Oh,
god.
dude, get the fuck out of
Yeah,
my
when
way.
he-
Yes.
When
It's-
they get to that part,
It's not right
Can-
how good
can
the
we
song
play it?
is. Let's do it,
Do
dude.
it,
Do you have the
man.
timestamp?
235.
2:35,
Yeah.
Garrett, of In the Trenches
Yeah.
by Dying
And
Fetus.
I don't want to hear any of us. I just want to hear this song.
Turn it up.
Just
Turn it
pump
up. You better have that shit. Get,
Madness.
oh my,
Dude, stop it.
that's so good, dude.
And Trey Williams double bass right here.
Don't be around me in
Yeah.
the pit, dude. That song is too good. It's into the trenches. What are we here for?
It goes into another slam riff.
I
after
know,
that.
dude.
When do you stop moshing?
I don't
You
know,
don't.
dude.
You
You know what's
don't.
hilarious?
You
That their
don't.
show, like, you just get tired. There's just
Yeah.
so many banging
There's so
riffs.
many
I got injured
bangers.
3 times the first time I saw Dying
Really?
Fetus.
What?
Yeah, I
Damn.
got the wind knocked out of me twice. I got hit in the face. Like, it was
It was well worth it.
extreme. Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
I think
Yeah.
two of the bands that just get me like in a fucking zone, like moshing wise live, is BDM and Dying Fetus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like those two just get me in the right spot. Their breakdowns are perfectly placed where you don't get too tired.
God damn.
But yeah, man, I
wanna
love
see
this
them
fucking
tour again.
song.
I want to see them tour again, dude.
Yeah, I wrote down this riff too. Is like just how can you beat it?
Yep.
Yeah.
How can you beat it?
I
Once
think
again, like
all
we said,
three
these
of
guys
us
have.
wrote this riff.
Was that?
I think all three of
Oh,
us
it's
wrote
too
this riff.
good, man. Breakdown after breakdown after breakdown. Fuck, don't be around me. And it's not like I don't love Verses of Deformity. I think that first part of it.
It's a good song.
Yeah,
You need the lyrics. Again, you need the lyrics.
Really?
So from what I can tell, it seems like he wrote it like someone who's like in a cult or like a really crazy religion. 'Cause
Yeah.
like it's. And then what'd y'all think of that piano part at the
Oh,
end?
it's pretty eerie, dude.
Yeah,
I
it's
like
it
eerie,
it.
is,
right?
but
Yeah.
it
And
doesn't
it's like-
fit. To me, it was
I think it
thought
fits.
It
kinda
does.
just-
yeah.
I don't know. Maybe because I've heard the album so many times.
Yeah.
Like I like it.
Yeah.
I even like the like eating.
The
I
eating
think
part.
it's refreshing.
Yeah.
To me,
It is
to have
refreshing.
that
I
out.
just think
Yeah.
the like transition to it is kind of abrupt. But I mean, it's not like I don't like the part. I just trying to think if it fits the music because it is so brutal. You know what I mean? Okay, here's an example. Like with Opeth on The Leper's Affinity, the first
Yeah.
song of Blackwater Park. The ending piano part works because Opeth gives you all these dimensions of what they're doing, so it kind of works with the song. These guys are just fucking brutal as
They're just
fuck.
going
So,
banging.
I like it, but I don't know if it fits as well as it could.
Here's why I think it fits because to me, it sets the same atmosphere as the brutal death that they were just playing before it. They're both like creepy sounding to me, you know.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah. I see what you mean.
it's very abrupt,
Yeah.
but yeah, that's why it works for me.
Yeah, I do love the intro of the song because there's, once again, so much going on in so little time. There's so many stops, transitions, and then the breakdown. The first breakdown of 120 is like okay, but then like the more the drums fucking like the more he like grooves with it and throws in his fills, the more I'm just suckered into the song.
Exactly.
But
it's a good song.
It's a great song, dude. I think this one's middle but a little bit higher.
I think this one's middle tier as well.
Middle. It's pretty long too. This song.
I thought this is what y'all were gonna pick for your. Or are you talking about verses? Of
I'm talking about
Deformity?
verses. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Y'all were
Yeah.
talking about In the Trenches when you were saying there's one later that's your favorite, weren't you? What's
Yeah,
y'all's favorite?
this one's up there for me.
This one's
This is
up
not their
there,
favorite?
but I have a favorite.
Oh,
This is
okay.
not my favorite.
Okay.
This
not
one
mine
is
either.
number 4 for me.
Okay.
Number 4. But I'm going with fucking Jesus, Into the Trenches. What about
Yeah,
y'all?
same here, man.
Yeah.
In the
Same
Trenches?
here.
Yeah, that's a clean sweep.
All right, guys. So In the Trenches. Oh, dude, I can't even click my pen. Into the Trenches. Get the pentagram of truth. Move on to track number 7. Devout, Atrocity versus Perspectives. Both fucking killer songs.
I think it's very close.
But
on
guys,
both
I
of
gotta
these.
use my riff, dude. Devout, Atrocity. This opening, you guys know I'm a sucker for squealies.
Yep.
Turn that shit up. Get that
Squealy
riff going.
start.
What the fuck with
Yeah.
that sweeping,
Yeah.
dude? Dude,
So great.
stop it with it. Guys,
Yeah.
I think this is my favorite song on the album. I fucking love this song, dude. I don't know what it is about it. It just gets me going from that starting point to the end. It's top.
Dude.
It's top 3 for me.
I love this song too, but man, Perspectives 237.
Damn.
Put it on.
Thank you,
Dude.
because Perspectives is my favorite song. on
It's
this
I
album.
would
so
say
good,
Perspectives.
dude.
It's probably my second favorite on the Defeated
This song's
Sanity side.
amazing. Oh, dude. Big balls,
Yeah.
dude.
Don't be in the gym with
Yeah.
me when this comes on. I love the snare
Yeah.
tone.
It's very tinny. I
Yeah.
love how
Yep.
tinny it is. Yeah.
I agree with you. There's so many parts to this song too.
And the squealing. Yeah. Oh my God. Dude, his drumming is not right. Damn, man.
Yeah.
Start off the blast beats and then all over the song, his drumming is crazy.
No, seriously. Right behind Naraka, this is my second favorite song. Why is it your favorite? Just all the shit going on in it?
I don't know. Like, okay. Yeah, I guess. It's just really, this one just comes down to the instruments.
Yeah.
Because, the vocals are kind of pretty consistently the same throughout the
Yeah.
album.
Yeah.
On the
Yeah.
Defeated Sanity, like, that's pretty much brutal death.
Yeah.
You know? That's what you're going to get. It really comes down to the instruments. Perspectives is just the best song on the album
Yeah.
to me. Like,
I just don't know what to pick.
And it is definitely up there, dude. I think especially I think the drumming on this song is my favorite throughout the entire album. Like when you get later in the song, once again, there's another part where the drums and the bass are just fucking grooving, dude. And his fills are so good. And like you said, when you even get to the tone of the drums, like we talked about, that snare hit just it separates a little bit, and I like that kind of tone for the snare drum.
Yeah.
Like because it cuts through the mix more, and it gives it more of like that raw feeling of I don't know, grooviness or like throwback. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love it. But for me, dude, I gotta go with the Devout Atrocity. I just, dude, that opening tone with the squealy is so perfect,
banging.
dude. It's so perfect. And with the harmonization between the bass and the guitar sweeping into just brutalness, I fucking love this song, man.
I think if you read the lyrics, you would change your vote.
Really?
Damn.
No.
This one is
Don't even
just-
tell me.
Just like Dissidence, where
No,
the lyrics
dude.
are just the same boring, like, fuck the government kind of shit.
Why'd you have to ruin it for me?
I
I thought it was just gonna be
have-
brutal. What about Perspectives? You said the lyrics are pretty cool. It's a
Yeah.
cool song title. It's different.
Yeah, this one I'm not really sure what he's talking about.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember it right off the top of my head.
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't know the lyrics very well on the Defeated Sanity album. it's impossible to understand them. First of
Yeah.
all, so it doesn't make it easy.
Yeah, it doesn't make
to,
or break it,
to
honestly.
remember them.
Yeah.
But I like listening to the album and reading along with it.
Yeah, I know
that's
what you
my
mean.
favorite way to listen to the Defeated Sanity album.
So is that what you're going with? You're going with perspectives?
Absolutely.
What are you going with, JJ?
man,
Do the
dude.
tiebreaker this time, dude.
I don't even know.
You know what the right
They're
choice
both,
is.
You know
they're
what the
both
right
pretty
choice-
incredible songs.
They're both
I
banging as
love
fuck.
both of them. But dude, perspectives is so
Yeah.
Damn,
banging,
let's go
dude.
with perspectives.
It's
Big
so
hit.
banging, dude.
Big hit. Perspectives gets the pentagram of truth. Let's move on to track number 8. Revisionist Past versus Frenzy.
This one's actually pretty tough too. I
Yeah, it
personally
is.
think.
It is.
Like, Frenzy is truly chaotic, dude.
No,
It's a
it really is.
chaotic
Dude, that
song.
drum intro,
Yeah.
fucking great to start.
Perfect name.
Oh,
And then
yes.
the breakdown at a minute on Frenzy.
Yes.
A minute in.
I
on
wrote that one
Frenzy.
in too. It's so
Yeah.
good.
Oh
and,
my God.
And just a little bit before that, where he goes into like the isolated drum parts,
Yeah.
and then transitions into that riff. Oh my God, so fucking killer.
Yeah.
On this song too, he's just got so many fills, man. This guy is just chock full of great extreme metal drumming. What's his
Yeah.
name? I think I wrote his name.
I think it's Lily Gruber.
Lily Gruber.
Yeah,
he's
Lily
a Gruber,
Gruber.
dude. He's a
Yeah.
legend.
He's the I think only original member of the band because like I was telling you guys before we started, he started the band with his dad in '93, I think, and he was 11. But his dad played
Dude, this
drums.
guy's
through-
a legend.
his dad
Legend.
played drums through the '70s, I think, with a band.
Do you know which
So-
band it was called?
I don't remember.
Oh,
I
I
don't think it
have
was
to
a metal band. I think it was jazz drums. Which,
Oh, really?
Wow.
That makes sense.
yeah. Does that
Yeah.
not make
They
a lot of
incorporate-
sense?
He
That's
definitely
what taught him?
incorporates it.
Yeah.
Because in the sense that like a lot of extreme metal drummers kind of get, I don't want to say get comfortable, but they do kind
Yes.
of resort to using just the extreme like blasting or very kind of
Comfortable was the right word.
yeah,
Yes.
let's just use comfortable.
Yeah.
They get comfortable with certain beats that you hear over and over.
Because a lot of them are
Not this-
talented, but they use the same techniques.
Yeah, exactly.
over
Or
and
many drum beats are used throughout different bands, but this guy is innovative as fuck
Yeah.
when it comes to his fills, his actual drum beats. He's got it down, man. He is one of an extreme metal so far that I listen to, especially with his brutal stuff. I put this guy up there.
Yeah.
Like he's just so fucking killer, man.
In the
He's
death
one of my
metal
favorite
scene-
drummers.
Yeah, he's
He's up
amazing.
there.
In the death metal scene, is he underrated?
I would say so.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, this band gets a lot of respect in the underground. Like, this is a big band. Like, if you go on, like, Reddit, a lot of people like them on there.
Oh, yeah.
They get a lot of respect on there. You go on, like, Encyclopedia Metallum.
Okay.
All the reviews are good.
Just super
on there.
high.
Yeah.
Nice.
They're consistently just well respected. This album actually, I think it has 5 reviews on Encyclopedia Metallum, is averaging 96%.
Damn, that's so
Nice.
fucking high for that website, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially, a lot of that is, those reviews are
Oh,
cancer.
dude, yeah, I know. They can get
0%.
super critical. Yeah, I know, right?
Oh,
Clearly, you're
man.
just a hater on the band.
No, I know.
0% review.
Off topic, I saw this fucking this one video talking about like the worst. You guys know that like really big indie music reviewer Pitchfork.
Oh, yeah.
There's like this video
Yes.
this guy did. It was like the top 10 worst Pitchfork reviews throughout the years, and they're just so fucking pretentious. You
Are
guys
they?
gotta watch that video.
Oh
Maybe
my
I'll link it or
God.
some shit. It's so funny, but it reminds me of Encyclopedia Metallum where you're like they'll give zeros,
Yeah.
and then it's just like the most fucking. They think they're pseudo intelligentsia
Yeah.
like of critiques. I'm
Oh
like, what is
my
this
gosh,
bullshit, dude?
Yeah.
Come on, what are you shitting on this for?
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, so which one? I was this
Wait, we
Revisionist.
didn't even talk about the other one.
Yeah, I was gonna talk about Revisionist Past real fast. This is the one where I think that the tremolo picking part sounds very similar, dude, to fucking Descendants or whatever. Do you guys get that at all? No.
No, I mean,
Okay.
I think
I thought
the
it was a
song's
little
reminiscent.
similar.
This is my favorite song on this
Really?
album. Yeah.
It has a feel to
That
it.
riff.
Yeah.
What are you like? The opening, just shred fest to
Yeah.
start the song, and then that riff.
Okay,
bro,
the
that's the riff of the album. Right
Yes,
there.
the verse riff is one of the best riffs ever.
Yeah.
Because when they go in that little tapping shit, come
Yeah.
on, dude, you got a headbang, and the way they use it in the very end, fuck, dude, I love that shit. The harmonized tapping. With
This
like
is
the
for sure
basses,
their
too.
most diverse song to me. And
Really?
I think so. From the album itself?
I just,
Yeah.
I don't know, but I would say the most diverse.
I'd pick a different one, but
You think so?
Yeah.
I don't. I just reminds me a little bit
It
of
is
EDM.
diverse.
I don't
Yeah.
know, it's an awesome song, man. It's a Circle Pit City. I mean, every song is a Circle Pit City on this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Solo.
I like the solos in this one a lot.
I was gonna say I think this is the
Yes.
best guitar solo on the
Yes.
album.
And then it goes back to that fucking riff again.
I know, just heaviness,
Oh, my
dude.
Yes.
Yeah.
So many good fucking riffs.
It's my favorite one.
The,
on the
like I
album.
said, the only problem I have with it is just that intro part.
I
think
like it.
I think it's the kind of the same riff, but maybe I'd listen to it more. I got to do them back to back. I didn't do them back to back. I just think it's okay.
I liked it.
Besides that one riff, like you said, makes up for it.
Yeah.
So which one are you guys going with?
Oh man, you start. I don't know.
I'm gonna go with Revisionist Past.
So am I.
I like Frenzy, but I think Revisionist Past,
Yeah.
like I said, it just
This is just not fair to Frenzy because
Yeah.
I
I know.
really like
I
Frenzy.
think it's
Yeah, I
a
think Friends
toss up, but yeah, I probably go Revisionist Past too.
Revisionist Past. Yeah, I think it's probably number 5 on the album for me, right below fucking In the Trenches. Like
But
those two are really
Frenzy's
close.
a banger too, dude. I like it. I
Yeah,
like
no,
Frenzy
I'm
a
not
lot.
saying I don't like
Yeah.
Frenzy. Like we said, I just Revisionist Past that one riff, dude. It just takes it away.
Yeah.
That's gold, dude. Stamp it. When they wrote that shit,
Yeah.
they must have known. Like, fuck, that's the riff.
Yeah.
So yeah, Revisionist Past is the pentagram of truth. So we're on to the last track, motherfuckers. The Power of Blood versus Martyrium.
Martyrium
Martyrium.
is the way I read it.
Okay, Martyrium. I keep wanting to see martyrdom. So I'm like,
Yes.
I see it. I'm like, what is this? Martyrium?
I read it that way for quite a while.
Yeah. So when you glance at it, but yeah, okay, Martyrium versus the Power of Blood.
Martyrium.
Who wants to start this one off?
I'll start.
Give it to me.
Can we just talk about the drum solo at the end of Martyrium?
Dude, yes,
Yeah.
we can.
That-
So good, dude.
Love the way it
Fuck
fades
yeah.
out.
I was like, this is what the drummer deserves for being like, this is his band.
He's carrying the
He
team.
gets to end the album. And then it just, as soon as he's done with the solo, goes back into he's just blasting
Blasting
again
his ass
into
off.
that riff. That riff comes back in,
Yeah.
all the way back to the front and fades out like that on the
Yeah.
album. That was the perfect way to the album.
I completely agree, dude.
This is a top 3 song.
I
on
was
the
going to
album
say
for
the
me.
same.
Like
I think
up
this is
there.
number 3 or 4 on the album. It's
This is
amazing.
Biggest fucking blowout on this whole debate.
What? I don't think it's a blowout, dude.
Damn.
You're crazy.
Absolutely.
Holy
Wow.
shit. I don't know if it's a blowout.
It's close to me, dude. I put another question mark on this one.
Yeah, question mark. No, I think it's clearly
What?
Martyrium.
Dude, the Blood of Power is fucking awesome.
I love the Blood of Power, dude. I'm not saying it's another banger to fucking close the album. The fucking sweeping.
They incorporate death metal and thrash combined in this song.
I was going to say
That
too.
is true.
And then the couple different solos shows the range of his guitar playing.
Yes,
which
I
liked
think
a
it's
lot.
awesome.
But,
I don't think it's a blowout, guys.
No, it's a great song, and the last riffs are so fucking good, and especially the last solo I think is definitely one of the better solos in the album. Not as good as Revisionist Past, but still great. I'd still put it middle tier because it's going to be below Revisionist Past. So in that
Wow.
regard alone, I think Martyrium is the better song.
They should have flipped it. Revisionist Past should have ended the album.
I think you're right.
It
on
is
that
so
one.
much better of a song.
Yeah.
And like I said earlier, I love this whole album front to back, but
Yeah.
this is a bottom tier song on the
Guys,
album.
I don't see
Damn.
the bottom tier. This song's awesome. That's crazy.
Well, it'd be mid for me. Like I said, it'd be number 5 or 6. Oh,
Oh,
God, you're getting to the
wow.
bottom right there, dude.
I don't know, guys.
It's 9 tracks.
Man.
Sorry,
Where is
JJ.
it for you?
hurt.
Where is it
Yeah,
for
where's
you?
it for you? Come on.
I think it's up there. I think it's like I don't
How?
know.
It's not better
Maybe
than
it's
in the
number five.
trenches.
You're right.
But it's not better than
I
subjective.
think it's number 5.
It's number
Okay,
5 or 6. So you're
fine.
mid tier, dude.
All right,
Like,
it's a good song.
well, you're
though.
talking
I
about
love
fucking Martyrium is like number 3.
it.
It's
Yeah,
amazing.
Martyrium's pretty incredible.
Come on. You're
I
changing
love
your
the
mind.
way it ends. I love
Yeah.
the way Martyrium ends. It's fucking.
See, you're
awesome.
changing your mind now.
I'm
you
not. I'm not.
We got him, dude.
Yeah.
I know deep inside.
He
He's
knew
like,
his opinion was wrong.
your opinion's wrong, dude. So Martyrium gets the pentagram of fucking truth, brother. Which brings us to our end here, guys. Defeated Sanity got 4 pentagrams of truth. It means Dying Fetus reigns supreme is the winner with 5 pentagrams
Damn.
of truth.
I think it's right. I think it's the right call.
I think it's the right call, too.
As a whole album, I like Dying Fetus more on this album. I haven't heard either one of the catalogs as much,
Yeah.
but this album compared to Defeated Sanities, I would take it over.
Here's what I say, and I think you might agree with me here. Since we haven't heard the albums much, I've gotten about a week with the Defeated Sanity album. I've
Same
heard it
here.
probably 6-7 times. I would say that on face value for now, Dying Fetus is the winner to me. But if you check back with me, I think this Defeated Sanity album might be a grower.
It is a grower.
I feel
Because
like a month
I
later
liked it
from
more
now,
and more as
if
I
I keep it
listen.
in my rotation, I could see it, and it's very close. I mean, it was 5-4. I could see it overgrowing because once you get past kind of like the breakdowns of this, like, because you're just going for the breakdowns. Where I think there's maybe more depth on the Defeated Sanity side.
Yes, definitely.
So that's where I'd sit with this.
But you got to remember the
with
first round was those opening tracks, and even like you said,
Yeah.
Initiation is better, but it's not like a complete song. So it's hard to pick it over Invert the Idols because that's actually, a complete song. So for me, like as a total package, Passages Into Deformity is a little bit better of an album, but we're talking about very small margins here. Like,
These two are great, dude.
Yeah, I like them a lot.
I'm so glad you had us do this debate. These two were a fucking joy to listen to.
It really was.
I know
dude.
this is probably one of
enjoyed
the more brutal albums you've heard in a while, right? The Defeated Sanity one.
In a good time, yeah. It's been a long time, actually.
I mean, especially for our debates, the last couple. I mean, this is definitely
outside of that, of course, but like through our debates, it's probably one of the heavier ones.
Oh, definitely. We just did Stradivarius.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Fucking Metallica.
And Black Sabbath.
Power metal.
Exactly, dude. It's definitely power metal to thrash to this. This is brutal, man. And it was great. Glad you had us do it. I would love to see Defeated Sanity come around. Like I said, the highlight to me is this drummer, dude, Lily. Shout out to you, Lily Gruber.
Yeah.
Wow.
Dude.
Damn.
Incredible.
Fucking legend. But
Yeah.
of course, got to shout out to fucking John Gallagher, Sean Beasley, and Trey Williams, dude. How can these three guys be making songs that sound like better than bands who have 6 members?
So much sound.
So
That
much
trio
sound.
is incredible.
And live, they just bring it, dude.
Yeah.
Everyone knows Dying Fetus is so big because they brought it for more than 20 years now.
Yeah.
They're legends, dude. They're legends.
I
But
agree
yeah,
with
man,
that.
if there's any closing notes you guys want to say.
Nah,
before we
man,
end
you
this
nailed
bitch.
it around the head.
Like I said, I think we're a little off here, but
Damn.
It's hard. But I guess my opinion is wrong, huh?
Your opinion is wrong. Let's do it. Let's do a
Motherfuckers.
think again in a month, and we'll go back
Yeah.
and say which
Yeah.
one do we actually like better.
That's true.
But yeah, today your opinion is wrong. Dying Fetus is the fucking winner, man.
Damn.
On Debate and Destroy. Hope you motherfuckers liked this fucking video. Subscribe. We'll be back next week with another motherfucking
That's
debate.
right.
What else we got to say, dude? What else we got to say? Local JJ, let them know. What's up?
Your opinions are wrong, bitches. Let's
If
go.
you like Defeated Sanity more, we'll be back next motherfucking Monday with another debate. Justin will join us again one of these days as we do love him as a guest. But anyway,
That's right.
Absolutely.
that's the end here, cocksuckers. Next week, bitches. We'll
Peace
see
out.
you. Peace out. Keep on headbanging.